Art, at its highest level, does more than delight or entertain us. It moves us. It reaches into our psyche and changes who we are, reshaping us simply for having ever experienced it. It can catch you unawares, and you won't always know it's happening in the moment, but weeks, months, or even years after you put the controller down and move on to other things, you'll know that something happened to you upon reflection. It seeped into your bones, and like the colloquial joke about how most men think about the Roman Empire every day, you'll find that this game, too, lives rent-free in your head, permeating your near-daily thoughts, no matter how long it has been since the last time that you played it. When we sit down to play a game for the first time, we subconsciously approach with many expectations and unanswered questions. Will this experience entertain or intrigue me? Will it fully immerse me into its setting? Will it excite me and give me an adventure? Will it calm me and help me unwind? Will it disappoint me? Will it make me cry? Or somehow, will it do some or all of these things throughout the journey by turns? But one question that just might elude us is, will this game make me feel like I'm home again? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to a place for the first time, or met a person for the first time, or experienced anything for the first time, but somehow, for some inexplicable reason, they feel familiar? Twice now, in 2 different decades, Trails in the Sky has done this to me. The 2004 version did it to me when I first experienced it in 2014, completely engrossing me and getting me to fall back in love with RPGs again. And the 2025 version did it to me again this year, wrapping me like a warm blanket and providing me much needed respite to break up the noise and breakneck speeds of the modern era. There are many things Trails in the Sky does right. Slick, enjoyable hybrid combat, a warm, welcoming soundtrack, endearing characters with charming dialogue, and top-tier world building. But none of that quite captures what makes this game to be the masterpiece that, in my opinion, it is. It's not just about what Trails in the Sky is, it's about what it does. Trails in the Sky, and now I am specifically talking about the 2025 remake, perhaps better than any other RPG I've ever played, sits as a bridge, a resplendent connector between what we might call the golden age of the past and the burgeoning present, which many now consider to be a renaissance in the world of RPGs. There is a known and increasingly studied effect in psychology that is called, quote, taste freeze. Put simply, we have a tendency to lock in our tastes and preferences for things as adolescents, and nothing can ever be as good as our favorite songs, our favorite movies, places, people, and, yes, games from when we were, say, 15 or 16. And anecdotally speaking, I'm guilty as charged myself. I'm still very attached to the media of those formative years of my life. I'll never forget the way how in 6th grade I used Suikoden, Breath of Fire 3, and Final Fantasy VII to forge bonds with some of my best friends, who to this very day remain some of my best friends. But there's a bigger point that I'm trying to make here. I think we all understand that a core utility of remaking something classic is to try to bring a newer, younger generation into the fold of the fandom. And inasmuch as that can happen to Trails vis-a-vis this remake, I'm here to unabashedly celebrate it. But I think there's another, subtler, perhaps more hidden benefit to these remakes, and that's the benefit to us old-timers. Could it help unfreeze us? If you would have asked me 3 years ago for my favorite games of all time, you would have seen a list that looked something like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy Tactics, Xenogears, Suikoden 2, Original Trails in the Sky, Secret of Mana, Lufia 2, and you get the idea? I was frozen, but things have changed for me. There are games like Baldur's Gate 3, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Metaphor ReFantazio, Trails in the Sky First Chapter Remake, new indie charmers like Chained Echoes or Quartet, and so many more new games that keep surprising me and are absolutely vying for spots closer to the top of my all-time favorites. And I have to say, this is liberating. It means that even though I'm the better part of 40 at this point, my favorite game is still probably out there, still waiting for me to discover and experience it. And even still, despite all of these words, I still feel like I'm somehow selling Trails in the Sky short, despite the dense world building, heavy themes, and notoriously legendary cliffhanger as key components of the full offering here. Both versions of this game have this uncanny quality of feeling like an old, familiar friend. They're welcoming and nostalgic and invite you back home to a simpler, warmer, cozier time. Trails in the Sky just has that it factor. It's not quite tangible, and it feels almost impossible to put in words with the full fidelity that it deserves. Even fully new and modern as this remade title is, there's still just something unimpeachably classic in its DNA, the same of which could be said of the original, which too might be considered to be a bit too new to be considered part of the quote-unquote golden age. Trails in the Sky then and now has a soul, sky blue, fully intact, and if I best had to describe that soul, I would call it a warm, outstretched hand. It's an invitation. It's Saturday morning, the pizza bagels are ready, and you have all the time in the world to lose yourself in this other world. We missed you. We were wondering where you've been. Welcome home. I'm curious, if you played Trails in the Sky, the original, the remake, or both, did it have a similar effect on you in feeling nostalgic and like something you knew all along, despite it being your first time experiencing it? And if you've never played Trails in the Sky before and are looking for something that might deliver you that feeling, you might consider giving Trails in the Sky a look. There's a free demo on Steam, and I cannot recommend this game strongly enough. If you watched and enjoyed this video, thank you so much for tuning in. Consider giving me a like and a sub. I'm a new YouTuber, and all the support makes a huge difference. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.